alone in my room, time after time. All I've got left is my will to survive, but I've got the fire burning inside, and I've waited so long for this moment in time. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me. You can dream when you sleep, you can sleep when you're dead. The bitch is hungry and she needs to be fed. I'm not gonna have sand kicked in my face anymore till the day that I die. Show me the way, show me a sign, show me that this time it's my turn to shine. I'm gonna be so much better than you, 'cause this time it's all about me, me, me.
About me, it's all about me. Not you, it's all about me. Fuck you, 'cause it's all about me.
Early to bed, early to rise. Could I have a salad instead of the fries? The odds are against me, but what the hell? I'm gonna start standing up for myself. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me, 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 me. Oh, come on. I thought I paid that. Testing. Testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Help. Help. 1, 2, 3. Test. Checking the mic. Testing 1, 2. Checking 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make Henry's happy birthday Dolmades with Tzaziki sauce. I'll show you what it's going to look like. So yeah, it is hours away from my birthday. My official birthday's tomorrow.
Okay.
But Adam Akbar, just subscribe. Thanks, Adam Akbar. And so did somebody named Zaya Bobia, as well as Borsenven resubscribe. Thanks, Borsenven. Wagon Full of Pancakes. Elowith resubscribed, and J-Ship TV was several days ago. I'm very tired today. I don't know why. There's an old saying that you don't really learn how to navigate your way through life until you're near the end. I don't know if that's an old saying. Bam X Mike, thanks for subscribing, as well as Doctor Who HQ. And the Elusive Man just resubscribed for 4 months. Thanks, the Elusive Man. Utvol14, I'm very sorry to hear that your birthday's coming up. Stay strong during this tough time. Thank you. Yeah, we at Henry's Kitchen are always aware of how difficult birthdays can be for people. It's a very difficult time. You're realizing that you're a year older and a year closer to the end of your life. 69% dead inside. Just resubscribe. Thank you. 69% dead inside.
Delicious.
Oh, Alex donated $10. Alex, that's very nice to you. Very nice of you. Happy birthday, early birthday to the best chef ever.
Okay.
Thanks, Alex. I know that I'm if there's one thing that I've ever been able to accomplish, it's definitely the kitchen. Fakan says, I had my birthday this year. I know the struggle. Thanks, Fakan, and also Fakan, thank you for staying up this late. I know that it's very late where you are, so I appreciate that. But going back to Alex, tipped $10. That's very, very kind of you. And I was going to say that generally speaking, birthdays are an acknowledgement of what we have done in our life and what we haven't. And if you feel like you're getting older, just remember that the reason for that is probably because you haven't done a lot of things in your life. People who accomplish a lot of things in life don't tend to worry too much about aging. I guess because by the time they're dead, they're going to feel like, well, I did everything you could. But the rest of us have to suffer through these abominable periods of time that we euphemistically refer to as birthdays, but really they're
delicious.
They're death days. And wow, very nice of you. Ted the Zodiac Cruz just donated $5. That's very nice of you. Thanks, Ted the Zodiac Cruz. Quanathon gifted a tier sub to Camarudala. And I still don't understand what a lot of this means, but I'm doing the best I can. Quanathon, thank you for gifting 9 tier 1 subs. And Adam Akbar just gifted a tier 1 sub to Razzle Jazzle.
Okay.
Fat Jesus TV has resubscribed. Thanks, Fat Jesus TV. Alex, and also Standard Average has resubscribed. So thanks for that, Standard Average. I just got a beeping sound, which means that my coffee is ready. So I'm going to pour a little bit of coffee for my birthday. That's something you should be able to enjoy. I remember being on a plane, and it was the afternoon, and I was excited because I was feeling tired, and I saw the flight attendants showing up in the cart, bringing coffee to everybody. And there was an elderly woman sitting next to me to my left, and she said, boy, I don't know who would want coffee at this hour. And I was like, well, I didn't say anything, but then anyway, she says to me, unless you're one of those assholes that drinks it all day. And then by that time I was like, I'm not going to get coffee now because I feel like she's going to call me an asshole. And I just kind of was ashamed. But when I landed, there was a Starbucks, fortunately. Hacklin says, when I had my birthday this year, I was still living with my mother. But look at me now. I just got fired from my job at McDonald's, and I'm sleeping on the couch.
Okay.
From my friend Nim. Is the Nim part a... is that... I can't see the emojis here, so maybe that's what it was. But either way, Hacklin, I empathize with you. I think that's very difficult. It sounds like you're going through difficult times. Lucy69 says, if you could have one birthday for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'd probably say one of the early ones. Maybe my 10th birthday would be the one that I would have for the rest of my life. Elowith says, what did roast beef get you for your birthday? Elowith, that's very nice of you. Roast beef has just been sleeping a lot, and hopefully my birthday present from roast beef will be that he won't ruin the whole situation here. As a matter of fact, let me set up the roast beef can real quick. Roast beef seems to be in cleaning mode. Well, he was a second ago. Saw comment here from Orlando Trustful says, oh God, how did I end up here again? The amount of runny poops this man has been responsible for. I'm assuming that that's probably a reference to when we made my souffle, which did have some gluten in it, and some people have different reactions to gluten, and maybe yours was runny poop, otherwise known as diarrhea. Admin Akbar says, I think my dad said he's going to finally come home with the milk for my 32nd birthday. Well, that's good. That's good, Adam. You can finally start joining in with some of these recipes here. Raziel's Lament says, what kind of coffee do you drink? I like Colombian. I get all my stimulants from there. S. Martinez 9173, thanks for resubscribing, and Miss Tells, and Kooky Party, and Standard Average. So Raziel's Lament, so you purchase a lot of stimulant substances from Colombia. That's probably a good, as good a reason as any. I think the Colombian is probably my favorite. That's what I'm drinking now, I believe. But we're going to have a lot of fun today. Let's start talking about Dolmades. This is a recipe that was actually given to me by Henry's Kitchen's technical advisor, Quanto. who's currently enjoying a honeymoon, but still is able to check in with us every now and then. But he is in Greece, and he sent a recipe for dolmades, otherwise known as, where the fuck is it now? Otherwise known as, I see, it's two-sided here. Stuffed grape leaves. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, grapes are just little pieces of fruit. How do you have, they don't have leaves attached to them. And I was thinking the exact same thing as you are. And I actually still don't know what the answer to that is. But dolmades with vine leaves. This is from Wikipedia.com. The precursor to dolmas is thought to be the Greek thrion, a fig leaf stuffed with sweetened cheese. Dolmas can be found in Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, the Middle East, Albania, Armenia, Iraq, and Iran. How old are dolmas?
Okay.
Well, thanks, Game Master Flash just resubscribed. Thanks for that. How old are dolmas? Well, grape cultivation likely originated around 6000 BC in the Near East. By 1700 BC, King Hammurabi had established the parameters for wine trade. Somewhere along the way, grapes reached the southern Mediterranean via the Greek and Phoenician traders. Dolmas are very versatile. They can be eaten cold or warm. We're going to go with cold because I don't want to be messing around with the oven today. It's my birthday and I don't want to have to do that shit. Traditional dolmas containing meat are eaten warm with a yogurt sauce that is likely flavored with garlic. This is a vegetarian recipe and I like to dip mine in Tzaziki. I don't know who wrote this, but let's talk about whether it's going to have meat or not. You can stuff these with meat, but this is
Okay.
Today we're going to be doing a vegetarian version of it. What the Duck has resubscribed. Rice-filled dolmas, that's what we're doing today, are served cold with a drizzling of lemon juice and olive oil. Okay, so there's a problem already because I thought we were doing tzatziki sauce, but it's saying rice generally doesn't have that. But we're going to use it anyway. Dolmas usually have a combination of spices that are both savory and aromatic. A culinary practice of Arab origins. Okay. So, step one, the first thing that we're going to want to do, I don't know why I have, jeez. I always lose this. Okay, yeah. Okay. Chop the onions. Okay, so let's get to work here. First things first, we're going to find our onion. The recipe said to get something called Greek onions, and I looked everywhere and I didn't see anything called Greek onions anywhere. So I'm guessing maybe that's something that they're going to have more likely if you're in Greece or something like that. But maybe it just means onions that you buy in Greece are Greek onions, the same way like this onion is like an American onion, I guess. Double-edged board. Can you just add grease to the onion? Oh, maybe they said greased onions. I'm not sure, but I don't want to chance it. So let's go ahead and find a knife. And we're just going to start cutting. Oh boy. I've gotten a little flack for not peeling first, but what I've found is when you start cutting, you know, they peel. Okay. I don't know why this particular onion's a little more recalcitrant than the other ones that I've had. All right, let's just start dicing them here. You know, when we were doing shit on a shingle, I was talking about how it was used in the military because it's a good dish to serve massive amounts of people. But then it occurred to me that my grandmother, who did do some time, said that they had shit on a shingle because it's good for that too. I mean, any time there's a lot of people that need to be served. If you're just joining us, we are making Greek Dolmades, which is also stuffed grape leaves. I want to let you know also that this is definitely the kind of thing where you're going to want to be wearing your onion goggles. I'm having a lot of difficulty with the camera here. Do you see these? These are good for when you cut an onion. It stimulates the lacrimatory senses or whatever. So I put this on to keep it from making me want to cry. We've got some fun songs coming up today, including Nobody's Birthday by Jose Suicidio, which was requested by a couple of people. And it's usually a song that we do for people on their birthday. And since it's my birthday, we're going to do that. Borsenvin donated $10. That's very kind of you, Borsenvin. I really appreciate it. It's very nice of you. And I want to say that donations like that are definitely going to go back into the Henry's Kitchen situation. One example is the camera that's being used right now for this shot keeps going out during the streams because it's by battery. But Quanto sent me a link to something that I can buy on Amazon where I can plug it in. And that's a great usage of that. So I appreciate that, Borsenvin. It's very kind of you. Certainly not necessary, but it's very appreciated nonetheless. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It was brought to my attention that there was some kind of a game going on today, a championship of some sort. And I'm happy that I was able to do a late stream for that reason, because I didn't want to get in the way of people enjoying their sports. All right, we're just about ready here. I'm having a lot of difficulty, even with the goggles. I'm getting very teary-eyed. I don't know if that's because it's going through the goggles, or if this is a particularly strong onion, or maybe just that it's my birthday or what, but alright. Oh, shit. I need a bag. Hold on. Okay. A lot of the stuff, Halloween was really a big deal, and I had a lot of fun with it, but a lot of systems here at Henry's Kitchen fell apart. One of them being the system that I use for my trash. I usually have an inner trash bag that goes into the trash can, and sometimes I forget to put that in there, and I wound up just dumping a bunch of onions in that. Try to get rid of anything like this. It's that edge part of the onion. Wow, Double-Edged Board just donated $25. Thank you very much, Double-Edged Board. That's very kind of you, and I will definitely... I think that's between yours and Borsenvin's. We definitely are going to cover getting that attachment for the camera so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so we've got our onions cut. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to chop our dill, and we're going to put that stuff in a bowl. So let's do that. I don't know if anybody out there has worked with. Thank you, Grimoire Zero just subscribed, and Game Master Flash just donated $10. Wow, that's very nice of you, Game Master Flash. This is a happy birthday indeed. Thanks. Grimoire Zero has resubscribed. And Tyler22 cheered 100 bits. That's amazing. This is our cup runneth over this morning, and I couldn't be more grateful to you. Hacklin says you can microwave the Dolmades to heat them up. Thanks to Too Much Junk Food. Yeah, Too Much Junk Food bought us a microwave, and that's a great idea, actually. Stormstar, what's your birthday? It's my birthday. Mine's November 14th. And this time I'll be 53 years old. I've been saying I've was 53 for the last 6 months, but I checked and it's actually officially 53 on this birthday. Wazoo says, do onions make us cry? Gigi Ellen, thanks for subscribing, Gigi Ellen. Okay. And so did Wooya. Wazo says, do onions make us cry because they're sentient and we feel bad for slicing them up? I don't know if they're sentient or not. I know they're alive, and most likely alive when you start cutting them. They're usually dead by the end of that, I would imagine. But I really don't know the answer to that. You'd probably have to ask a philosopher or something. Elowith says, any tips for getting through that period in cooking each time when you just want to lay on the floor and give up? I've been having trouble. Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys. I had that feeling about 5 minutes before today's stream. I'm going to be honest with you. About 6 months ago, I started streaming my cooking lessons on Twitch, and it literally changed my life. And a year ago, Nim was gracious enough to have me on his show and talked me into starting my own channel, and it took 6 months to finally start doing it. And I'm so appreciative to all of you for giving me a platform to teach what I know as a cook. That even though 5 minutes before the stream today, I was thinking to myself, I can't do it. I just am too tired. I'm a little depressed because of my birthday. I had a lot going against me. You know, I've got my cat, roast beef, just sort of depressed as well. Can't even really see him behind the pillow. But I picked myself up, dusted myself off, and got behind the camera or in front of the camera and started streaming anyway, because we're here to do this. This is what I've always dreamed of doing, and for me to not do it would be really shitty, you know? So I know that that's not like the best language or whatever, but okay. Oldie Goldie 100 says, "Dear Mr. Henlips, what is your favorite sauce? And I'd love to see you make it." Well, the tzatziki sauce is pretty good. We're gonna make that today, so that's a pretty good one. There's also we made a special sauce when we made our Big Macs, our McDonald's Big Macs. That's pretty good. I think the video's on YouTube. Native Fig says those scene transitions are so good. Well, that we got to thank Quanto for doing that, who's probably might be asleep right now if he's in Greece, and I apologize for doing this so late today. But yeah, that's definitely care of Quanto. Oh, Quanto's here. Quanto just commented, so that's Quanto's work right there. Just got home. Wow. Well, welcome back home, Quanto. So he's back in a similar time zone to the rest of us. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling a little too much here. We got a lot of work to do. I'm going to take out our dill. And let's start cutting it up. So Quanto, we're using your recipe here. It says next, chop the dill and the spearmint. I don't have spearmint. I've actually never heard of that except for gum, but we're just going to have dill, which is very smelly. So I think that's all we need. And put them in a bowl. Mix them together. Okay, so hold on. I got to get my Henry's Kitchen work bowl. Delicious. I just missed something there. Hold on. Wow. Avdo Vovak just rated our channel with 37 viewers. Thanks, Avdo Vovak. That's a hard one to say several times. Avdo Vovak, Avdo Vovak, Avdo Vovak, Avdo Vovak, Avdo Vovak. Try to say it 5 times to yourselves. That's really difficult. But thanks for rating our channel with 37 viewers. Also, thanks What the Duck and Game Master Flash. Peaceful Haley just tipped $10. That's very kind of you, Peaceful Haley. Someone whose name I don't know how to read it. It looks like it's in another language, but they resubscribed, so thanks very much for that. And Wooya and Gigi Ellen. But thanks. Sponges Pog says we need more third-party emotes. Okay, yeah. I gotta get my emote game going better now that I've been made a partner. So anyway, thanks again, Avda Vovak and Peaceful Haley. Milking You Guy. Okay. Milking You Guy has subscribed. Thanks, Milking You Guy. And Beelzebub gifted a sub to Crashford. Thanks everyone. Okay, let's take a look at our dill. See what this is all about. We're basically going to chop it, and we're going to put it in a bowl, which I have the Henry's Kitchen work bowl here. So let's just go ahead and cut the edges off of our dill. I don't know that we're going to really need that much of this stuff. It's very potent. So we're going to take our onions and our dill, and we're going to put them... Delicious. Wow, Nikazi donated $50. Unbelievable. Thanks, Nikazi. That's really wonderful of everybody to do all this. And I want to make a special statement here because it is my birthday, and I want to thank everybody for that, or it will be on the 14th, and it is for some people. Rob Jones just subscribed. I know that you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. I don't want anybody to think that I'm by saying it's my birthday that I'm asking for gifts. But I will say my promise to you is that with these gifts that you're giving, those are going to go directly into Henry's Kitchen production value. We've already done a lot of great things here. We have a webcam and a microphone, which is better than I had before. Mini Mers 1999 just resubscribed. So thanks, that's very good. Oh yeah, thanks Quanto for reminding me that there are messages here. And Nikhazy tipped $50. Happy birthday. First time watching you live. I love your videos. Thanks Nikhazy. That's very kind of you. Thanks for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen. I'm going to try to make this a good dish. I think the onions have sort of subsided, so I could probably take the goggles off. Let's take a look at our next order of business here. It looks like we have... we've got these in a bowl. Mix them together with the rice, half the Greek olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon juice. Okay, so for the rice, I have okay. I had some Indian food not too long ago, and there was rice in there. So we're going to use that rice, so that way we don't have to cook the rice today. So that's a nice little bonus for us, sort of a birthday gift. So let's go ahead and throw our rice into our work bowl. This is a pretty old rice, unfortunately, but it's going to be fine. And stir that up. We also have a couple of other items. Greek olive oil, of which we need... jeez. I don't know why I have a hard time with this stuff. Okay. For olive oil, we need half a cup, so it wants half of the amount of olive oil, so we're going to be doing a quarter of a cup. Just checking that. Alexa, how much is a half of a quarter of a cup of olive oil? Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, how much is half of a quarter of a cup of olive oil?
Half quarter cup of olive oil weighs about 0.95 ounces.
Alexa, volume 7. All right, I don't know. This is a quarter of a cup right here. So let's put this all together. And we also need a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. So I've got a grinder here. This is going to serve as our seasoning. I also have some very special seasonings that we're going to be using.
Delicious.
This is, wow, an Elastic Pickle just donated $10. Thank you very much, an Elastic Pickle. That's very kind of you. And again, we're going to put that toward Henry's Kitchen production value. So I appreciate that, because I think that we're all a team here. This is called anise seeds.
Delicious.
Anise vert. What the Duck just donated $10. So this is a little bit, thank you very much, What the Duck. This is a little bit like cumin seeds, but it's anise seeds with anise vert. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. A-N-I-S. I don't think there's any other way to pronounce it, but if I am, then please correct me. But it's kind of a weird name. But anyway, we're going to put it in there, and it's going to be delicious, I'll bet. They make these things very difficult to open. there's scissors here somewhere. But honestly, you shouldn't have to get scissors to open a anus vert. It's kind of, still can't open it. Does anybody have experience with these types of packages? It's one of those Ziploc things, but the technology is not very good. So this is embarrassing. I'm very sorry. Alright, so I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm just going to cut the whole thing, and I'm not going to be able to utilize the Ziploc technology. But I'm just going to take a pinch. Let's see if I can show that to you guys. We're just taking a pinch of our anus vert. And I'm just going to put that aside. Have a sip of coffee here. Lastly, we have our lemon juice. So this is just a standard issue ordinary lemon. We're going to cut it roughly down the middle. Be very careful. I have another utensil here that we can use. No. This is a very solid lemon. Okay. There we go. It's very lemony in here. I should have a lemon, well, I have a lemon juicer somewhere, but that's okay. All you're basically doing is squeezing this lemon in there and trying not to get the seeds in there. But this is working okay. This is going to be the inside filler part of our stuffed grape leaves. The stuffing, if you will. Let's go ahead and stir it up a little bit more. I can see that you guys have a lot of questions. Androphyte says, anus vert is French for green anus. Okay, I did not know that. Kooky Party says, my mother-in-law wants to know if you would go on a date with her. Well, that's very nice. I don't know anything about her though, or where you live or anything, so it might be tough logistically to make that happen. But I don't know. My experience with those types of things is they, at best, end up a little awkward. I've got some big chunks of onion here, which is bothering me because I thought I cut it, but instead of recutting them, I think I'm just going to throw away these bigger chunks because we're starting to get on a time crunch here, but that looks pretty good. Okay. Oh. Let's see. The next order of business says here, now that we've stirred it all up in our mixing bowl, we're going to prepare the vine leaves. We're going to delicious fold our stuff. Anonymous just donated $25, and there's a message here. Happy birthday, Henry. Been truly enjoyable. Okay. To see you on Twitch and to be part of this fun community of users. You're a gem. Wow, that's very nice of you, Anonymous. That's extremely kind of you, and I feel like the Twitch thing has been just so much fun because I've been cooking for so long, and I feel like nobody's really been able to appreciate it, and now I'm able to share my cooking message with the world, as well as I've got friends now. You know, I've got a social life, and it's you guys. Game Master Flash, when do we add the stoked Pampika? I'm not sure if we're going to be using that one, but you certainly could at home if you have it. Steven909 resubscribed. Thank you, Steven909. And Solid Cape as well. So, all right, before we do this, I want to show you something very exciting. I don't know if you were with us on our last stream, but we did the... Kathy just gifted 2 subs. That's very nice. I'm going to go to the game, the new Henry's Kitchen game that my friend Mark Cohen made, which is really, really coming along here. I don't know if any of you guys have played it yet. I think it's ready to, well, you know what I think we were doing is we were going to put a high score thing here, but I'm going to go ahead and somehow tweet out the link to you. Sorry, I should have had this ready, but I didn't, but I will here in just a sec. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Boom. Boom. I don't know how to make a new window or whatever, but we'll do it.
Oh,
hi. Dr. Cochter69 just subscribed. Thank you very much. Or no, just donated or gifted a tier 1 sub to Mile of Broken Glass. So thanks, Dr. Cochter69. Okay, let's take a look at this game here, and let's see how this is gonna work here. It's based on a true story. I one time had ants in my kitchen, and Mark Cohen is telling the story through his game here of the ants. So let's see if we can go ahead and play this. At the highest score I think I got before was 33. Let's see if we can do a little better than that. So the idea is you have to kick the ants, and you have to avoid the red ants. I'm not sure if my friends Bumblevision and the LGX are watching right now, but they were really good at the other Henry's Kitchen game. So maybe they're going to be able to get really good at this one. I don't see a score. So that's another thing that needs to be taken care of. But let's see here. Are you guys able to hear the sound effects okay? Hopefully. If you get hit by 3 red ants, you die. I know this is probably not quite up to the level of production as a lot of people on Twitch are used to seeing. I think but it's a pretty fun game. It's very relaxing. Uh-oh. Look at that. Okay, I fucked up 51 ants. So that's pretty exciting. Let me go ahead and give you guys the link here so that you can play it yourself. I'm just going to say it, and maybe if our moderators, who are much smarter than I am, could write it down and post it. The URL is markcohen.net. So that's markcohen.net/ants. You could say www.markcohen.net/ants. Kairos says God Gamer, thanks. I wouldn't go that far, but there we go. Okay. I see it there. Thanks, Juxive. And somebody test it and make sure it works. I'm seeing people say the connection is not private. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I think that's the same with my website. I think you have to pay for a security thing. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, that's fine. Shane Yes says it doesn't seem to be working. Well, when you get to the front page, you push, is it working for anybody? I wouldn't be surprised if it's not working because it's still in the beta stages. Special K-Hole has subscribed. Thanks, Special K-Hole. Just run VPN chat. You'll be okay. That's good. The page gives a 403 error. Maybe for some people, maybe try a different browser. This is getting out of my... I mean, it worked for me. I just tried it in Chrome. Sanus Florida Man says, future home of something quite cool. If you're the site owner, log in to launch this site. If you're a visitor, check back soon. That's what the home page says. So are we sure we're getting it right? www.markcohen.net/ants/. That's what I've got. Here. I'm going to try to paste it into the chat to see. Sorry about all this, but I'm just going to make sure that we have the right thing because it's working for me. Let's go to... I know you guys want to see how the Dolmades are going to come out, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. Alright, I'm going to put it in there. So I just sent it there, and let me know if that works for you guys. If not, we're going to keep working on it. But it's a lot of fun, you know, if you want to kill time. I spent probably about 4 hours playing it every day for the last week, just in a deep, deep depression. And it makes things better, I will say. Lofty's Life says reload a few times and it will work. Interesting. Archbound says capital A and ants. Yeah. Okay. Let's start working with grape leaves. I will tell you, I have never worked with these before. This is called grape leaves, and they're basically leaves off of the vine, off the grape vine. So a lot of stuff that I have no idea how this kind of thing works. But we're going to do it. Let's see here. Oh boy. This is ridiculous. I don't know why they do this. All right. This is the most important part of our dish, so. All right. This is a little trick that my grandmother taught me. If you can't open something, she said she learned it while she was in prison. Gaming Jacob, resubscribe. Guys, if we can't get this open, we don't have a dish, and that's really stressing me out. Oh, I got it. I got it. Whew, that was really pretty stressful there. Okay, so let's see what this is. fold the Dolmadica, take one vine leaf, and we're going to put it with the shiny side down on the chopping board. We're going to cut the stem at the top. So let's do one thing at a time here. It says take one vine leaf and put it shiny side down. This is in water. Actually, I'm going to dump some of this water. It's actually a lot of water. That was somebody named Tank Erden. Just subscribe. Thanks, Tank Erden. Just want to get these leaves out of this jar. Not easy. Nothing's easy. Couldn't have made it easy. Oh boy. Delicious. Okay, we got it. Django Cat donated $5. Thanks, Django Cat. That's very kind of you. Alright, so now we've got this. I'm just going to take one leaf. I guess they look a little bit like regular maple leaves or something. Okay, so this looks like a good regular leaf. So it wants us to put the shiny side down, but of course both sides are shiny, so I don't know how we're going to interpret that. Do we have more than one of them here? Oh, I see.
Okay.
There we go. All right, Django Cat subscribe. Thanks, Django Cat. All right, so it says here, take one vine leaf, which we did, and put it the shiny side down on the chopping board. They're both shiny, so I don't really know how to deal with that part of it. Cut the stem at the top of the vine leaf. That's this. But also, which is the top? I don't know if there's any way to know that. But either way, I feel like I compromised it a little bit there. I'm gonna get a new one. I don't know that there is a stem on here. I think there's normally a stem that comes out of there, but we don't have that. So it says, cut the stem at the top of the vine leaf, take some of the mixture with a small spoon and put it on the center of the leaf. So let's grab a spoon. Put it in the center. And then next up, we are going to fold two sides to the center and close it by rolling it, but not too tight. Continue until you use all the mixture. So it said close it on two sides and then roll it like this. Is that it? Okay. So it wants us to do that basically 50 times. But we're not going to do that many of them. Let's take a look at our example pig. They've got 6 of them, so I think we can handle that. Let's go ahead and make 6 of them. Necrosis R6 says, what do you call this meal? And the answer to that is, it's called Dolmades. And that is, someone said, oh, Dr. Cockter 69 just gifted 100 subs. Wow, that's amazing. Dr. Cockter 69 gifted 100 tier 1 subs, and that's amazing. This is a very happy birthday indeed, and I'll be showing my appreciation by putting all of this generosity of yours back into the Henry's Kitchen production budget, and we're going to get more and more exciting stuff on here. Thanks, Dr. Coctor69. I was answering a question from Necrosis R6. What do you call this meal? This is called Dolmades, and I guess somebody said it was Greek for grape leaves, but that could be bullshit. This one might be just a little bit overstuffed, but not bad. Okay, we want 4 more. I'm getting the hang of it now, which is really a lot of what you're doing in the kitchen. Just trying to get the hang of it. Use a little bit more. This is also how you make burritos. Okay. 10 Carl just resubscribed for 3 months. Thanks, 10 Carl. That's very kind of you. And I hope things are well with you, 10 Carl. It's good to see you on here. So, okay, there we go. There's that. This one fell apart, but that's all right. I cleaned it up. Let's go ahead and do a couple more. Okay. Lindox6626 just subscribed. Sometimes I wonder what the significance of these numbers are. It's very cool. 626 was the area code for a girlfriend that I had when I was in my early 20s. Well, she wouldn't have called me her boyfriend, but I called her my girlfriend. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll these. Interestingly, these grape leaves are very cold. But what's odd is they weren't in any refrigerator or anything, but that must have been the water. Buto Cat just resubscribed. Thanks, Buto Cat. Uh-oh. We have a roast beef situation, apparently. We got to get 2 more of these guys here. Roast beef, please let us get through just a couple more steps here, because that's all I want. We're almost done. Okay. That's Newt number 3 just subscribed. Thanks, Newt number 3. I'm sure that there's probably chefs in Greek restaurants who know better how to put these together. I've been doing... Okay. Fant Q just resubscribed. Thanks, Fant Q. I've been doing cooking for, so many years, but it doesn't mean that I'm an expert in all the different types of food. This is Greek food. It's a very specific type of a thing, and I don't necessarily claim to be an expert at it, although this is my first time doing it, and it does look like I'm doing it better than a lot of the people that I've seen do it on the internet. I'll be very careful not to let that rice leak out onto the cutting board. You know what I might do? This one's kind of falling apart, so I might just take another grape leaf, since we have plenty, and wrap the whole thing around in that. And I'll put it crease side down. Okay. That's looking pretty good. If you compare it to what we're going for here, theirs, of course, are all in uniform sizes, but I don't think that that's the way they actually come in here. Poop Thrower Kid just resubscribed for 4 months. Thanks, Poop Thrower Kid. We got a cat here at my feet. I'm not sure what to do about it. Maybe he's hungry. Let's see. I'm gonna feed my cat here. Hold on, real quick. Let's see. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so let's see what our next order of business is here. We've got continue till all the mixture and the vine leaves are gone. That's insane. But cover the bottom of the cooking pot with some leaves. Oh, by the way, I made candy corns for Halloween, and I messed up my stainless steel saute pan thing. I'm very disappointed about it. I think I could still salvage it, but that corn syrup stuff hardens, and it hardened. Not only did it fuck up my plumbing, but it fucked up all the dishes that I was using for it, and I burned my hand. So I don't think I'm going to be making any more candy for a while, maybe till next Halloween. But but I do have other pots that we're going to use. So it wants us to cover the bottom of a cooking pot with some vine leaves and put the Dolmadica in layers, one next to the other circle. When the layer is full, you continue with the next one and place all the Dolmadicas. For the rest of the Greek olive oil, the water, in order to cover them up, put a plate upside down on top of them so they stay at the bottom. There's a lot of directions here, but basically what they're saying is we're going to take a pot like this one, and it wants us to layer the bottom with grape leaves, and I'm not sure why. Maybe someone who's actually a Greek cooking expert could tell us why we're doing that. I have no idea, but that's what it's saying to do. And then it wants us to put our grape leaves in layers on top of that bed of grape leaf there. These things are still pretty much intact, which is good. Even our big problematic one. Okay, so we have our dolmades ready to be cooked. We're not heating the oven, but we are going to be cooking this over a fire, I believe. Let's see what it says here. So, cover the bottom of the cooking pot with vine leaves. We did that. Put the dolmadicia, I think that's the plural for dolmades, in layers, the one next to the other in the circle. When the layer is full, you continue with the next one up. Pour the rest of the Greek olive oil in the water to cover them. Put an upside down plate on top of them so they stay at the bottom. Remain covered by the water. I don't quite understand this. When the layer is full, okay, pour the rest of the Greek olive oil. Does it want me to put the rest of all my Greek olive oil, and how does it know how much I have in there? But anyway, I'm pouring Greek olive oil onto our situation here. And then it also says and water to cover them. So I'm going to put some water in here too. And I guess okay. Jolly Austin 1 just resubscribed. Thanks, Jolly Austin 1. Jolly Austin 1 also contributed to the microwave. So thanks very much for that. And okay, we're going to put a plate upside down on top of them so they stay at the bottom. Oh, because they float. I get it. Okay, so we need to come up with some kind of a plate. I used a very small one of these, so I'm going to try to find something small that we can put in there. Maybe this. Okay. I see where they're going with this. So we have a plate in there that we're going to put there, and then stay at the bottom of the sorry, my brain works very slow, but it wants us to put that plate over there so that the rice gets cooked. We're going to cook it now on low temperature for 45 minutes so that the rice is not overcooked. As long as they're ready to take them from the cooking pot one by one and serve, okay, etc. Okay, so this is ready to be put onto a burner. So let's put it on low heat. Alexa, set timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so I figure what that's going to do for us. Thanks, Larklin, for resubscribing. What that's going to do for us, guys, is if I put it in for 40 minutes, we're going to come back and make our Tzaziki sauce. Meanwhile, I got a lot of song requests here. Chrome Gal says, will the plate crack? Yikes. Boy, I hope not. Maybe that's a good point. I don't want to mess up this plate. What kind of... It says put a plate, so I don't know. A bowl, maybe? Alright, I think I have a ceramic bowl there that might be a better option. But we're going to leave it there for quite a long time. Quanto says the plate should be fine. Well, I used the bowl. Thanks, though. Kajoka says get a plunger to remove the dish. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I got rid of that plate because it was a pretty tight fit. Raziel's Lament said, I misheard grape leaves, and now the cops are telling me to get out of the tree. Oh, geez. This is really good, by the way. So we're on our way. I'm going to have another sip of coffee here. And we have a few requests for songs. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Kathy wanted to hear this song, which is a song by Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar, of course, recently...
Oh, hi.
Dr. Cockter69 just gifted 50 subs. Wow, Dr. Cockter69 is really coming through with some awesome gifting subs. So thanks for that. This is really incredible. I appreciate that. Pat Benatar was recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm not sure if this song was one of the songs that got her there. you ask me, the lyrics for it really don't make a lot of sense. But it's a catchy song. It's a good song. Let's see. Can you hear that all right? Help! Maybe it needs to be a little louder. You said, oh girl, it's a cold world when you keep it all to yourself. I said you can't hide on the inside all the pain you've ever felt. Ransom my heart, but baby don't look back, 'cause we got nobody else. We're running with the shadows of the night. So baby take your hand, it'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end. No, sometimes it feels like it's all moving way too fast. Use every alibi and the word to deny that love ain't meant to last. You can cry tough, baby, it's alright. You can let me down easy, but not tonight. We're running with the shadows of the night. So baby, take my hand, it'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end. And then there's like one last part. Another thing that doesn't make a lot of sense. And now the hands of time are standing still. Midnight angel, won't you say you will? We're running with the shadows of the night. So baby, take my hand, it'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end. Something like that song. Something like that. Cappy wanted to hear that song from Pat Benatar. We've got another request here. This one gets requested a lot, and I believe that there's a video going around of this song being sung in Germany at a soccer game, I believe. Pappy, Astro Wrath the Grim, and Caffey have all requested this song from the late John Denver. John Denver, of course, was an American singer-songwriter, and let's see. I'm hearing some strange noises coming out of that. I'm just worried about the bowl, but I guess it'll be all right. We're running with the shadows of the night, which already don't understand that. The shadows, it sounds like a dark, sounds scary. So baby, take my hand, it'll be all right. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. So you're giving all of your dreams to that person. They'll come true in the end. Rock and roll. This song, the lyrics are a little bit more straightforward. John Denver was an American singer-songwriter who left us way too soon. I think in the early 90s, from a plane crash. So many of these rock stars die in plane crashes. You know, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Randy Rhoads, Buddy Holly, and on that same plane there was the Big Bopper and Richie Valens. There really needs to be a very concerted effort to push rock stars to learn more about airline safety. I mean, obviously this is a long time ago, so it could be that now things are much safer, but it really does seem like a disproportionate number of rock stars have died in plane crashes, and there's just no reason for that. It's nonsense, you know. So let's see what we can do to try to make. I believe in the Randy Rhoads case, the pilot was trying to be a jackass and fly as low to the road as he could to try to impress the people on the plane, which is terrible. But yeah, 0% sneaky says take a train. Yeah, but that doesn't take away from how good, how talented these people were. And this is a song from John Denver. It's a beautiful song. And I understand it's big in the Oktoberfest community in Germany. It's sort of a drinking song by its nature. I don't know if it was intentionally that way, but I'll do the best I can here. I can't sing it as high as he does, so I'm going to try to do it sort of in what they call the suicidio range. Eros 1029 says, was he making a Randy Rhoads pun? Oh, he very well might have. That's interesting. He might have been saying like, oh, look at me, I'm going on the road or whatever. I don't know. Borson Vin, airline safety is haphazardous when you fly as high as Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, I think for the rock stars, it's okay to be crazy and all that. But when it comes to people like the pilots and security and accountants and lawyers, you don't want those people to be rock stars. You want them to actually be very good at what they do. I mean, not good at what they do, but to be taking the job seriously. Not like snorting ants or whatever. Coca Paracho says, what's your highest note? Let's see if I can do it. It goes down when I try to put my head up. Yeah, try that if you're at home. You'll notice if you're looking down, you can hit a high note. Yeah, you can't do it when you're looking up. Try that. Just, you know, if you're at a coffee shop or something like that, try going. Foosel Jimmy subscribed. Thanks, Foosel Jimmy. All right, let's see what we got. Literally, the owner of Twitch says, I think that has to do with gravity. Yeah, it's something like that. Almost. Oh, wait, now I'm going to try it. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear the voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. to thank Mr. Boopers for subscribing. Thanks, Mr. Boopers. That song went out to Pappy, Astrorathic Grim, and Caffey for all their wonderful requests and for requesting that wonderful song. And also to all the people in Germany who were singing that song while they were probably very drunk watching a soccer game, I guess. Or they call it football, I guess, where you guys are. I'm not sure. Other songs that we've got here. Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mentioned earlier that I started streaming here about 6 months ago, and so many of you came forward to the table. Teddy Bryce says, have you ever applied to be on the front page now that you're a checkmark guy? Yeah. No, I haven't done that, but that sounds awesome because that's how I've discovered a lot of people. This is starting to scare me a little bit, so I'm going to turn the heat down. So yeah, anybody that knows anything about that, I might get really nervous actually if that happened, but okay. I want to say a thank you to all the people who have come forward to help with moderation, or people like Quanto who came forward with amazing technical skills like our fantastic transitions. So thanks for that. But I figure, you know, I always thank them every time, but it's kind of hard to do every time and make it interesting. So I thought, why don't we try it in a song? So I'm going to thank our moderators and a lot of other people who have helped in the community through this song, which is set to the tune of... thanks, The Best Jen. This is, oh wow, The Best Jen cheered 5,000 bits. That's amazing. Thank you so much, The Best Jen. So this song is set to the tune of Roger Miller's King of the Road. Fawcan and Dingo Bop, Dumb Beef and Hottest Bear, Do Dingle Dog Goggy, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, and also Bumble Vision and the LGX, Daisy Blossom and Sir Doom, Pilskman, Milden 95, and don't forget Quanto. So that's that. Yeah, thank you guys for moderating there, and also for various other things. I also want to thank some of these big streamers, you know, like Nim I already mentioned, but also Amaru and S-Fan and Bonnie, who all had me on their stream to teach them how to make Frankenstein cupcakes. It was really a highlight of my career. And also, who else? Well, and there's other people I've never met, but Moon is very supportive, as well as Forsen and the XQC. So thank you to everyone, and let's do some more songs, shall we? I'm hearing some weird gurgling noises coming out of here, so it's got me nervous, but I think it's okay. I just don't want to ruin that pot. So other songs that we have here. Blurry Little Quest wants to hear this song, which is a song by a band called Cutting Crew. Gotta find the right key. I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I keep looking for something I can't get. Broken hearts lie all around me, and I don't see an easy way to get out of this. Her diary sits by the bedside table. The curtains closed, cat's in a cradle. Who would have thought that a boy I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. Should have walked away. Is there any just cause for feeling like this on the surface? I'm a name on a list, I try to be discreet, but then I blow it again. I've lost and found, it's my final mistake. She's loving by proxy, no give and take, 'cause I've been thrilled to fantasy one too many times. Oh, oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. Should have walked away. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. That must have been something you said. Could have walked away. I should have walked away. There's that song. That was for Blurry Little Quest, and these are tough ones. Purple is a Fruit wanted to hear a song. By the way, the way to request these, Reboom just subscribed. Thanks, Reboom. The way to request these songs is by going to the Discord, and that's where you'll find out about upcoming recipes, which ingredients you're going to need. Also, you can make requests for games and all kinds of other things. So that's how you request songs. I'm going to do another one here. Alexa, how much time on the timer?
You have 19 minutes left on your 40-minute timer.
All right, so we've got some more time there. Purple is a Fruit wanted to hear this song from Tom Petty. I think this was requested before too. Tom Petty, of course, another deceased rock star who wrote a lot of amazing songs, and his songs seem to only get better with time. And sadly, the words deceased rock star are starting to become redundant, and that's a very sad thing. But here we go. I have to find the chords here. Okay. My sister got lucky, married a yuppie, took him for all he was worth. Now she's a swinger, dating a singer. I can't decide which is worse, but not me, baby. I've got you to save me. Oh, you're so bad. Best thing I ever had in a world gone mad. You're so bad. My sister's ex-husband can't get no lovin', walks around dead-faced and hurt. Now he's got nothing, head in the oven. I can't decide which is worse. Oh, but not me, baby. I've got you to save me. Oh, you're so bad. Best thing I ever had in a world gone mad. You're so bad. Alright, probably not the last chord of the song, but not a terrible place to end. I want to do a song here that was not only requested by people like Giraffe Guy, Vinny Kitty. We sang it for Eloith on her birthday. But today, it's my birthday. A lot of you are in Europe where it is already my birthday. A lot of you are on the East Coast where it will be my birthday in about 4 hours. Well, 5 hours, I guess, somewhere in between there. And it won't be my birthday for kind of a while, but it's November 14th, so at midnight here, PST. It'll be my birthday, and this is a song that Jose Suicidio wrote on a birthday of his a very long time ago. Akato, Roman numeral 9, has resubscribed. Thanks, Akato. And let's see if I can get through this song here. That was terrible. I think I'm in the wrong key. It's nobody's birthday. No, I think I'm in the... Oh, I see. No, it's in C. That's right. It's nobody's birthday. Okay. Paris. Subscribe. Thanks. It's nobody's birthday. There'll be no big surprise. It's hard to... Wait, I screwed up the lyrics. You know what? This song actually, if I'm not mistaken, is on the lyrics AZ. So I'm going to type that in there. I'll put lyrics. In fact, I'll tell you the website when I find it. Lyrics, it's called lyrics.az, and you can find from Jose Suicidio, Nobody's Birthday lyrics, if you want to sing along with us. Nobody's birthday. Don't light a candle on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. It was just a big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. No need to uncork the wine. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but mine. It's nobody's birthday. No tail on the donkey today. No need to celebrate being alive when your dreams get stolen away. Thanks, Anonymous, for a $25 donation to Henry's Kitchen. Thank you very much, Anonymous. I would say your name, but it's Anonymous. But I understand. A lot of times people don't want others to know when they're doing that, so I appreciate it though. Nobody's birthday. Don't light a candle on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. It was just a big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. No need to uncork the wine. It's nobody's birthday but mine. There'll be no balloon animals, no Chuck E. Cheese, no animatronic singing dogs. There'll be none of this for me. And don't give me any fucking birthday cards. I don't need your sympathy. The Hallmark stores are all closed and shit. There'll be none of this for me. All of the swear words are blanked out on this lyric sheet. That's why I'm having a hard time here. Here we go, but I'm going to take it home. It's nobody's birthday. There'll be no big surprise. The candles' flames were doused away by the teardrops from my eyes. Here we go. It's nobody's birthday. No need for presents at this time. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but mine. It's nobody's birthday but mine. Nobody's Birthday by Jose Suicidio. That one's very sad, so I'm going to end the song segment here. Quantathon just gifted 10 subs. Thanks, Quantathon. That's amazing. Thank you very much, Quantathon. This is a song that was requested to us by again, Blurry Little Quest, and I think this is a good one to end this segment with. Gaming Jacob just gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Gaming Jacob. That's very nice of you. So let's go ahead and end the song segment with this classic proto-punk song. I don't know if that's what that means, but by the Ramones. And I'm going to do the best I can. It usually requires a lot of energy to sing this song, and I'm feeling a little under the weather, but 24 hours ago, I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated. Just take me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh, 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 oh. 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. 24 out. Oh no, key change. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I have to loco. I want to see it and I'm going to the dance. Oh, 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 oh. Bum, 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 bum. I wanna be sedated. Bum, 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 bum. I wanna be sedated. All right, that one's a rocker. But I think we're getting close here. Alexa, how much time left on the timer? Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
You have 7 minutes and 40 seconds left on your 40-minute timer.
Let's see if I can get a good shot of my cat roast beef here. The Magic Dwarf has subscribed. Thanks. The Magic Dwarf. Oh, the Magic Dwarf. Okay. For subscribing. Let's take a look at my cat roast beef here, who's still sleeping. From behind, he looks a lot like the character Mr. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Project Snowy, can you show roast beef before I go to sleep? Oh, okay. I'm sure you probably wrote that before. That's roast beef, or could be Mr. Snuffleupagus. Not a very flattering angle of him, of course. And doesn't know that he's on camera, so that I feel a little bit guilty about that. But Gaming Jacob, do you know if Jose Suicidio has guitar tabs up somewhere? You know, I'll bet if you looked, you probably could find it. But I'll just tell you real quick. G. Help me make it through the night. B minor. 'Cause I don't like myself, C, anymore. But the secret is when you're doing it, you have to add what's called the second. So if it's a G chord, one above G is A. So you're going to go, help me make it through the night. And if it's B, you're going to do C sharp. As I am tired and alone. Okay. Lady Nori just resubscribed. So then it's C major 7. I guess I'm just not interesting. B minor. Have no personality. A minor. I met a guy with cancer. D7 flat 9. And he felt sorry for me. That's G, like a walk down. And then it goes to G. C major 7. I'm always coming in last place. B minor. I'm getting sand kicked in my face. A minor 7. And I guess that's just the way. And this is the best chord of the whole thing. It's a C minor 9. The way it's supposed to be. And then it goes back to the beginning. So hopefully that helped. Maybe you could check it out with the VOD and watch it that way. What were we going to do? Oh yeah, we've got our food. It's time to make our Tzaziki sauce. So let's take a look at our instructions here. It's basically yogurt. Okay. We want 1 cup of Greek strained yogurt. Thanks, Real Fast Machine, for subscribing. Have some coffee. But what we're going to do, basically, we're going to grate the cucumber. I don't have a cucumber, unfortunately. We're going to add salt and let it strain. You know what I'm going to do for this? Somewhere I have a bag, a little baggie. This will do. I'm going to put our ingredients in this baggie. And what we need here is 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Now I'm just going to be eating this with my cat, so obviously I'm not going to make that much. But let's just get a nice dollop, if you will. I don't have a fucking spoon, so I guess I'm going to use a knife to put our yogurt in there. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we want 1 egg white. So I think I only have 1 egg left here. I don't know if you remember me teaching you how to make, how to separate the white from the yolk. But basically, you crack the egg like normal. Well, you got to do it on something that's hard. Oh, a lot of white's coming out there. But you do the tossing method. So if you toss back and forth, but I want to get it inside the bag, which is not proving to be easy. Okay, that was a little messy, but that's okay. I'm going to get something to wipe down with here. Alright. It's going to be a lot of cleanup on this. Next up we want a little bit of our olive oil. I'm going to take maybe a cap full, so I'll pour it in the cap here. We're running low. and a little bit of salt, which I have here. You're gonna have to grind it and hold the bag open at the same time, which is no small task. There we go. Last we have, oh yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It normally wants a little garlic, but we have garlic in our grape leaf, or we have that anise vert, so, or anise vert, or whatever it's called. Okay, so let's go ahead and seal up the bag. And we want to shake it around. Mix it all up. This is how they make tzatziki sauce in Greece. Brenny says, I just want to say that your streams inspire me to cook. Just finished your Halloween pretzel recipe and it was awesome. Thanks. Thanks so much, Brenny. Androphyte, could a pickle replace the cucumber? Absolutely. A pickle is a cucumber. Alexa, stop timer. Stars and Skeleton says, any tips for prison life? Well, I would think most of these things that you're doing, if I were going to go to prison, I would definitely sign up for kitchen duty. I'm not sure if they still have that, but that's definitely where my grandmother learned all of her cooking skills. All right. Gonna put this aside for a second. We're putting a lot of what you're doing in the kitchen is basically just putting stuff aside. Let's take this. Just want to get kind of organized here and get ready because we're gonna take out our grape leaves now. The water's definitely boiling. I probably should bring this back. No, I'm going to use this. You want to grab some kind of a serving plate, and this plate is going to be very hot, but that's okay. I'm going to use this thing. Wow, I can feel how hot that is even underneath. Okay, so these are coming apart a little bit. I'm going to use some pinchers to keep these intact as much as possible. But there we go. That's one of our grape leaves right there. This one came apart a little bit, but not too much. And I think I know where the rice went for it. If the pinchers opened a little more, that would be nice. That would be helpful. All right, that system doesn't work. Okay, well, as usual, these are not necessarily as beautiful as the ones that they have in the picture, but they definitely are going to taste the same. I cheated and tasted a little bit of the onion, and it was good. What did we make? 6 of these, right? It smells good. Okay. Let's now slice up a little bit of lemon that we can just use the lemon as sort of a garnish, if you will. I don't do this very often, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use a sharp knife for this. Oh, fuck. I'm going to use this one instead. I've had too many mishaps in the kitchen lately. Oh, son of a bitch. This thing just does not want to go. That's fine. It's just a garnish anyway, so it's not going to affect the taste of it. But let's go ahead and put our lemons on the side, perhaps, for a little garnishy. Now for the final touch, we've got our Tzaziki sauce, which I'm going to show you a little trick here. We're going to grab, remember we did this with our McDonald's special sauce on the official Big Mac. We're going to cut this area here, this corner, and then we're going to, it makes a little sort of a spout or something like that. Okay. Let's put this in sort of a presentational form here. I want to make sure that we're doing okay in terms of our example pick. So obviously they've got more lemons because you know, they're trying to make a presentation, but the lemons aren't going to add flavor. They're just there for a garnish. And theirs are all the same size, but right out of the jar, our grape leaves themselves were all different sizes. So it would have been literally impossible for me to make anything that was as uniform as those. But I think that the ones that we're looking at there were made in a factory with probably very expensive factory equipment. Ours is homemade, and as Quanto says, Quanto is Greek, or part Greek, and he's in Greece, and says this is exactly like Greece. Great job, Henry. Thank you very much, Quanto. I'm excited. I think this. I think we pretty much knocked this one out of the park. So the only remaining order of business at this point is my favorite part, which is to eat it. Oh, looks like our my cat roast beef woke up a little bit there. He's just sort of staring at the couch. So there you have that. That's roast beef staring at the couch. It's very hot. Not bad. No, that is not bad at all. Me likey. If you can get the rice in the same bite as the leaves, that's better off. Made by Pax says, actual banger of a dish. Thank you very much. Fakan says, another success. Couple more comments. Kairosa says, I bet you can really taste the anise. Yeah, I can taste it. It's in there somewhere. I used rubber bands to keep mine from coming undone, is what parasitosis says. Parasitosis. Yeah, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Arctic Nemesis, any plans for Thanksgiving? Oh, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of Thanksgiving. I might make my Thanksgiving Jello shots. There's a couple of other example ideas. Bioticer says, what do grape leaves taste like? They're a little like spinach, but they're more coarse. Not quite necessarily as appetizing. The Best Jen just gifted 5 subs. Thanks, The Best Jen.
Okay.
And Acuity just subscribed. Thanks. Let's see here. All right, this is getting a little messy. But I don't know what to say, everybody. I feel very blissful right now. It's my birthday, and I know that that's a negative because I'm getting older and closer to death, but I have friends like you guys that I can teach my cooking to, and hopefully you're learning and you can make them at home. And go to the Discord and show me what your food looks like. I hope that I'm making a difference in your life. But also, you guys gave an amazing number of gifts today. Gifted subs, donations, bits, cheers. And I don't want you to think for one moment that I don't appreciate your generosity, because we live in a very difficult world, and just a little bit of kindness is really what we need. And so I appreciate everything you're doing, and in return, I'm going to take all of the gifts that you've given me, and I'm going to put them into some more exciting Henry's Kitchen production value. I'll talk to Quanto, or if you guys have suggestions for things that we can do here. I know that the new game is not necessarily high production value, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. Your Scylla says, you've spread so much positivity and lightheartedness, always reminding us not to take things too seriously and to be kind to each other. Thank you for being you. Happy birthday. Your Scylla, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And yeah, I hope you guys are learning, and I'd like to see your food. And One Man Nativity Scene says, happy birthday, Henry. Thank you for wishing my wife a happy birthday. We welcomed our child last Friday. Oh, wow. Well, that's fantastic. I think I remember doing that on the Cameo. Thanks, One Man Nativity Scene. That's very cool. And thanks, Peaceful Haley, for your contribution as well. So, what can I say? This has been a fantastic birthday, and I didn't know if it was going to be a birthday stream, but it certainly turned into that, and I want to thank everybody so much for everything you've done. And we've got What the Duck says, happy birthday, Henry. It's nobody's birthday but yours. Oh,
hi.
That's very cool to hear. Thanks, the Tally Master, for gifting 5 subs. That's amazing. Thanks. And time to light the candle on the cake and uncork the wine. Thanks, What the Duck. You guys are my friends, and I'm very appreciative. Blurry Little Quest, we did a couple of your songs today. Thanks very much for gifting those subs. That's very nice of you. And I think I'm probably just going to eat out of the work bowl here, because it tastes, honestly, a little better than the cooked version. And I think it's because of the grape leaves. But thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Quanto, for joining us. Welcome back to the continent. And sleep well if you're in Europe, and or sleep well if you sleep in the afternoon or early evening. But overall, thanks, everyone. And one last shot of roast beef here before we go. There's going to be a time when I'm going to wish that he was bothering me more, because it's kind of sad to see him just laying there like that all the time. But he's still with us, and he's okay. Thanks, Fuzzy Name, for resubscribing. And so, in terms of the next stream, this has been pretty crazy. I had to run around all day to do a bunch of errands and to get things like these grape leaves, which were really difficult to find. So I just made it easy on myself and said, hey, it's my birthday. I'm just going to do it at 3. And I really appreciate that you guys were patient with that. I really do like to keep on a schedule, though. So Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I will be doing it. If I'm ever going to change it for some reason, I would announce that on the Discord. So thanks, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. Thanks.